Hi, folks. And no, I'm not lazying in the sun with Bill Murray just for kicks. I'm working hard for you in the sweltering, is that a word? Sweltering sun? Man. Welcome to Holistic Movement with me, episode 52. The final one of the year. 52 weeks. I did it. I thought I'd try, and yeah, I'll talk later about that. Anyway, let's get into the class. Lie on your backs. We're going to lengthen the spine and start out with this position. Then we're going to get into some core strengthening exercise, a test as well. Then we're going to get into a twist. Then we're going to finish with a zombie position that really tests your core activity. But we'll start with this first. So look at your body, make sure it's straight. We're going to bring our feet together and point our toes away from our nose. That's plantar flexion. Then we're going to bring our arms next to us. And if this hurts, and the purpose is not to put your arms on the floor, but if it hurts, maybe you want to widen the arms a little bit, okay? And we're going to pretend that someone is grabbing our wrists and someone is grabbing, another person is grabbing our ankles. And we're going to inhale and we're going to lengthen in two directions. The direction towards my wrists and the direction towards my feet. And then when you exhale, you're coming back and you're relaxing. So we're decompressing the spine in a supine position on your back. That's the fancy word for on your back. And then exhale, come back. So we lengthen here. You're being pulled apart. And then exhale, come down. Now, what do you do with your lower back? When you inhale, this is called paradoxal breathing. I want you to try to push your lower back into the floor. You're tightening your butt and your quads and your abdominal region, and then you're exhaling and relaxing. If you want, you can try widening the feet a little bit, and then push that lower back in. Yeah, and I'm lengthening from the shoulders, not necessarily the hands. So I'm lengthening from the rib cage, and I'm tucking the chin under just a little bit. And then exhale. Let's do one more. And then exhale. Good. Okay, take a breath there. Feel what you notice. And then I'm going to cross my right ankle on top of the left, and I'm going to bring my upper body to my left. And then I'm going to think, here's this C curve on the outside of my right foot, all the way up to the outside of my rib cage, leg, arm, all the way to my pinky. So think pinky toe to pinky finger. And then you inhale, and you hear that, and then you inhale, and then exhale, relax. Then you inhale, lengthen this whole right side, especially I can feel in my obliques, my abdominal region. And then exhale, come back. Inhale, and someone's grabbing your right ankle, and someone's grabbing your right wrist. But you're engaging the muscles. There's nothing passive about this. You're tightening the butt and the right quads. And I'm tightening my left quads and my left butt cheek as well. Because remember, I brought this up in previous videos. Reciprocal inhibition. Teach your body to have strong contractile strength. Active stretching instead of passive stretching. Let's do one more. Oh, yeah. You hear my grunt? Okay. Slowly come on back to center. Release that right leg. Oh, the sweltering. Svelte or sweltering? Okay, now we're going to cross the left ankle on top. I'm going to move my mic just a little bit here. And I'm going to bring my upper body to my right. And then I'm going to now, from the left pinky toe to my left pinky of my hand, lengthening this side. So we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back. This side is way more compressed for me. What about you? Do you notice the difference there? If you want, you can keep your head in neutral. I noticed my head was rotating a little bit to the right, which is fine. Let your head go into a natural position. lengthening. Let me move the mic a little bit, maybe a little bit too close to my face. And you hear my S's a lot. Every time I say an S, I sound like, yeah, it's sweltering. There we go. Lengthen. Let's do one more. Oh, yeah. Okay, unclip the foot. Come on back, let's rest. Let's lie on our backs. We're already on our backs. What did I say? Lie on our backs. Let's take a few breaths here and notice what you feel. You feel taller? I hope so. I don't want to be taller. I'm tired of looking down on people metaphorically and physically. Oh, God. Oh, I kill me. Bend your right knee, bring your left arm next to your left ear, roll on over to your left-hand side. Come on up and sit. And we're going to go back to basics again. This is one of the most basic back strengthening, but also just core strengthening, which is the back. And I'm going to bring my feet. You're going to have to find a proper position for your feet, not too far away, not too near to you. Find that Goldilocks spot. And then we're going to envelop our inner elbows here. We're going to place them on the outside of our knees there. And then I'm going to clasp my hands. And if you ordinarily notice, if you bring your right hand on top and switch, do the other side, teach your brain a different neurological connection. And then this is a really difficult position to get into, meaning can you use your lower back and decrease the pull on your shoulders to do this? Now, if you're having difficulty doing this, maybe you want to sit on a block. Sorry, there's some people passing by. Maybe you want to sit on a block or a pillow. And what I'm trying to do is bring my lower back and my belly forward as I bring my head and my shoulders back. So I am clipping in with my arms here to maintain the position, but it's mainly coming from my abdominal region. I'm pushing my chin into the back of my head, engaging my longus colli and capitis. Those are the front muscles of your cervical spine. And then I'm turning on the breath, circumferential breath here. So I'm letting the belly expand on the inhale, and then squeezing in like a balloon that the abdominal region is in your back. And then maintaining this position through the breath. Relaxing the jaw. If you need to come out of this anytime, please stop. But try to maintain it. We're going to stay for at least 30 seconds. I don't even know how many seconds we've gone. Maybe we've already gone a minute. We'll do another set in a second. Decrease. Try not to raise those shoulders up. Bring the shoulders down. Let the shoulders sit on the rib cage. Push that chin in the back of the head. Engage those front cervical, deep cervical spine muscles. Okay, let's relax. Let's slouch a little bit. If that was challenging for you, then maybe you need to check out my core videos, which will help strengthen the abdominal core. Ton of people passing by. This is a hiking trail into the jungle that surrounds Taipei. The grand hike. We're going to go again. So I'm going to push my big toes down. I'm going to let my knees drop out to the side. I'm going to clip in. And then I'm engaging my abdominal region and my lower back. I'm trying to push my belly button forward. And then I'm trying to bring my head back. So I'm tucking that chin under. And then I'm going into the breath. So inhale, let the belly come out. Exhale, squeeze that belly in. At the same time, inhale, let the belly come out. Exhale, squeeze in. At the same time, letting the shoulders drop onto the rib cage. It's coming from the rib cage and the abdominal region, folks. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze in circumferentially. Imagine you're wearing a corset. And every time you exhale, someone's pulling the string to squeeze that corset in a 360-degree manner. come out anytime if you need to. Let's do 3 more breaths. Relaxing the fingers. Relaxing the shoulders a little bit. Engaging the lats to keep those shoulders down. 1 more. That was probably 4 breaths. Yeah. Slouch a little bit. Let's lie on our backs. Let's rest here. I took my shirt off mainly because it's hot, but also so you can see my lower back. And hopefully you saw that clearly. That's a great one to practice. That was the first position I learned when I moved to India and started practicing with my teacher. And he used it as a diagnostic tool to see how people's lower back were. And so it's a great diagnostic tool for you to also discover, do I have lower back strength? Okay. Keep falling into the floor. Bring your right arm next to your right ear. Sorry, your left arm next to your left ear. How many times have I fucked that up? Bend your right knee, roll on over to your left-hand side. Let's come on up and sit. I decided to keep my shirt off, not for viewing purposes, but because it's freaking hot. It's December 1st, and it's probably 30 degrees right now, Celsius. So, cue Sam Cooke, we're going to come into some twists. Let me show you the leg positions here. You can probably see my back leg from this camera angle. It's 90. It's kind of like a half swastika. Do you see that? Can you see that? Let me show you from this angle. So the legs are half swastika, the Buddha swastika. Now, then we're going to maintain that swastika position. My left leg is here, is forward. I'm going to bring my hands, both hands, this way. I'm going to rotate my torso, my upper body to the left, but I'm going to tighten my right butt cheek and try to lengthen my spine as much as I can, right? But I'm rotating my ribcage to my left, and I'm keeping that right butt cheek tight to get the pull. Remember, there's nothing passive about this. These are reciprocal inhibition stretches. Then I'm going to turn this way. This is magic. And my legs maintain the same position. Let me back up just a little bit. Meaning they're just turning, but maintaining the same form. And then I'm going to bring my hands in front of me again. I'm going to rotate my upper body to my right and try to lengthen my spine. Now, this is more challenging for me, so I'm going to come up onto my fingertips to maintain that straight spine. Okay? Switch again. First, move the feet and the legs. And then rotate that way. Come on up. Let's take an inhale and exhale here. And then rotate the feet this way. I'll show you from your point of view in a second. Lengthen that spine upward. Now, do you notice that one side is more challenging to rotate than the other? I'm tightening my left butt cheek here with my right leg forward. And let me show you from the back view my legs here. So we're here. And then we're rotating this way. And then rotating that way, keeping the spine straight. Tightening the opposing butt cheek. So if I'm rotating to the left, it's the right butt cheek, tightening. And if I'm rotating to the right, it's the left butt cheek, which is pulling on my lats. Yep. Let me face the camera again. Here we go. We're going to do a few more. I was taught this many years ago by one of my great teachers, Andrew Nichols, who's getting his PhD now and studying the regenerative properties of muscle tissue. He's almost done with his PhD, and then he'll have a life again. Okay. Yep. Now, can you do it without the hands and just rotate with the legs? I was using the hands because I was going a little bit quicker. Yep. And where do you feel the pull when you're doing this? If you do it with your eyes closed here, with your left butt cheek tight, and you can engage your right quads too to get more of a pull. Where do you feel the pull? I feel it in my lats, my abdominal region, my obliques, my lower back, my psoas, etc., etc. Let's do one more on each side. Okay, let's lie on our backs. Let's rest here. Take a few breaths. Yeah. Feel that. And its repercussions, would it be the word? Sounds like we're being punished. We kind of are, aren't we? For being human. But isn't that a deep philosophical question? Okay, line. Sorry, I go off on these tangents. Let your body fall. Bend your right knee, bring your left arm next to your left ear, roll on over to your left-hand side. And I have one word. Brains. Zombie time. We've done this one before, if you've tuned in before. And this is a whole spinal. It's spinal. I have to say it like Mike Tyson. Spinal. It's spinal. Spinal position. And if you are in a posteriorly tilted pelvis, which I'm assuming most people are, because in my clinical experience over the past 10 years, most people are, this may be challenging for you. So you may want to ask someone in your family, a pet, a stranger, not a stranger, to help you up, because it's going to be a little bit difficult to get up because of the position of your pelvis. So I'm going to first have my hands next to my butte and try to sit as straight as possible. I'm going to bring my toes to my nose. I'm going to engage my quads, and then I'm going to bring the arms forward, and starting from my pubic region, keeping the quads tight, I'm going to slowly curve, and you can see it probably from this camera. I'm going to curve and engage my abdominal region, and slowly, I'm going to scoot a little bit forward. Slowly curve back. So you see the curvature of my spine here, but it's coming from the abdominal region. So if I were to draw a line, it'd be from pubic bone, belly button, and then the xiphoid process, and then all the way back, and then drop back. Now the difficult part coming up. Engage the quads, engage the butt. Now I'm going to tuck my chin under and come from my cervical spine, and then my sternum, and then my diaphragm, and then the abs, and then the belly button, and then the pubic bone. And then you're going to curve. You're going to drop the arms. Now pretend like you're stuck in a truck tire. What? Meaning it's kind of like the cat position. You're going to push the back of the head, back of the neck, rib cage up towards the ceiling, like you're stuck in a truck tire and you're trying to push up out of it. But you're bringing those toes to the nose and engaging those quads. And then pubic bone, belly button, abs, xiphoid process, sternum. Yeah, and then drop back. Relax there for a second, and then bring the toes to the nose, engage the quads, engage the butt, and then tuck the chin under. We're rolling, we're curling our spine. It's like a zombie rising out of the earth. Brains, and then tuck that belly under as much as you can and push the back of the neck and the back of the head up towards the sky. And then pubic bone, belly button, up to the rib cage, sternum, and then drop back. And then tuck the chin under again. Neck, sternum, belly button, pubic bone, drop the arms, engage the quads, bring the toes up, push up. It's like you're pushing up with the back of your neck, not like it is. Stop using the word like for sure. We're going to come back. This is the last one. Pubic bone, belly button, sternum, neck, brains. Yep, and we're all done, folks. Let your body fall. Now, you notice we didn't finish with extension. So we're not done. Sorry, let's do one more lengthening of the spine. So bring the feet together. Remember, we started with this position with Bill on top of me. I'm sorry, Bill. If one day Bill does show up, man, I'll just cream my jeans. My hero. So we're going to inhale and push the lower back into the floor, paradoxical breathing. We're engaging the quads and the butt. We're lengthening the whole spine, and then exhale, come back. And then inhale, lengthen, push that lower back into the floor. And then exhale, come back. Let's do one more. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, come back. Gotta finish with extension. Otherwise, I'm not a man of my word. And what is a man if he's not a man of his word? He's not a man. He's inhuman. Thanks for tuning in. If some of you have seen every episode, I really appreciate it. It's been fucking tough. It's a lot of fucking work. All the people are like, you're a YouTuber, that must be so much fun. No, it's not. It takes up a shit ton of time. And I've neglected a large part of my life because of this. And I think I'm doing it for myself. To see if I can do it. Hopefully I've helped a few people. If not, I've helped myself. Because it's all about me, isn't it? Alright. See you next week in the new year. Happy New Year!